Hey, what's going on? For those of you who don't know me, my name's Orlando. They call me Grasshopper, Celtics MC. Friend. That's Flores with my friend. I put something together to share with you guys, so please bear with me. Thank you. James Dean once wrote, and I quote, "If a man can bridge the gap between life and death, if he can live on after he's dead, then maybe he was a good man." So a person needs to make a difference or leave a mark in this world somehow to be remembered, and thereby his or her life will continue in the memory of those he made a difference to. As we all know, Ed Flores wasn't a rocket scientist, nor did he invent Microsoft or the iPhone. What Ed did was more personal to me and all that knew him. Ed was just simply an outstanding human being. Don't get me wrong, Ed was very smart and well educated and a great photographer. But what made Ed stand out was how caring, honest, attentive, respectful, loving, and giving he was. Although I knew him for the past 4 years, in the past year and a half, our friendship became closer as we began seeing each other more and more frequently, by coincidence or not. Heck, we even shared the same birthday, July 16. Among the outstanding actions, help, good advice, and favors Ed did for me, in which most I didn't even ask for, there was one that made him shine in my eyes, as well as to all the Celtics MC. Some of you knew our fallen brother Dozer. We lost him at the beginning of the year, but he's riding the roads of heaven because Ed knew him too. When Ed found out about Dozer's passing and that the Celtics MC were doing a memorial for him at our clubhouse, he called me and asked if it was okay for him to bring a promotional vehicle with it that his buddy had, which had monitors and a sound system as well, to show Dozer's pictures about his life with a musical background. Well, that I needed to see. Lo and behold, when I met him where it was, there was a van with 40-inch monitors on all 3 sides. It's amazing. Ed made it his business and responsibility to make sure that the collage of pictures he had and acquired and the musical background requested by the Celtics was ready and perfectly working for the day of the memorial. And it was. And if that weren't enough, he had a mutual friend of ours, Abetico, print an 8x4-foot banner with Dozer's picture sitting on a bench here in Café 27. The memorial turned out beautiful, with huge compliments from many, thanks to Ed's attribution. The banner was given to his children after the memorial. Outstanding? That would be an understatement, but then again, that was Ed. That was my friend. But Ed wasn't only a great caring man, he was also a man who loved to make people smile with his funny, sick, sometimes awkward sense of humor. Since the man was retired, yes, he loved Mondays. He loved Mondays so much, he made sure all his Facebook friends knew it. So every Monday morning, or as Mondays approached, Ed would post a comment about how he loved Mondays. I know most of you have seen his posting, but I am compelled to share just a few with you all. So please bear with me as we all bared with him. Here we go. Excitement begins to build up as Monday approaches. I can feel the happy mood of Facebookers, especially Yovi, knowing that Monday is just around the corner. Yes, folks, it's Monday again. Another joyful Monday to add to your memories. Enjoy it and nurture your livers. Okay, Friday has finally arrived. For those of you going to Key West, please ride safe. Remember, you all have to be here to celebrate the arrival of Monday. Imagine this, in 24 hours we will be headed to Sebring, in 48 hours we will be going to Café 27, and in 72 hours it will be Monday again. Aren't you excited? Yes, folks, today is Sunday, and that could only mean one thing: tomorrow is Monday. I bet that makes everyone's liver quiver. There is nothing like a Monday to make hearts pound, so here's to Monday. And the last one. Thursday, as he would call Thursday. We are so close to the weekend that I can see it in the horizon. That only means one thing: Monday is just around the corner. I love Mondays. Well, Ed, Mondays love you too, but not as much as I did. So farewell, my brother. I'll always remember you on Mondays, especially on our birthday. So until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hands. Thank you.
So some people knew Ed pretty good, some people knew him real good. Ed was a member of the Classics. If you don't know who that is, there's probably about 80 of them out here so far and stuff, and they're your friends, mostly here from Café 27, and we used to ride together, and we used to party together, and we used to argue all the time. I'm going to tell you a little something different. Ed was a cantankerous old son of a bitch who would argue with you until the end of time about the most stupid stuff. And you weren't going to win anyway, so you just either got sucked into it and kept going on and on and on, or you finally said, okay, Ed. And then he'd smile and everything would be fine. I'll tell you just one quick story about Ed that I personally want to share. We all went up to what was the bike run with Leesburg a few years ago. I know you remember that story. And we're on our way home, and we kind of broke off with Rob and Joanne and took off by ourselves, and everybody else took off a different direction. And we're on our way home, and we get a flat tire on the bike. And I pull over, and Rob pulls up on his trike, and no, you're not showing the pictures, to go down to Harley to see if we can get some help, but their shop was closed, so we didn't know what to do. Joanne calls Ed, who was following behind, about an hour behind in a Winnebago. And so we're sitting at Harley, and this big Winnebago pulls up, door opens, there's this Ed sitting there with that grizzly bear smile. Says, you want a beer? So he hit his trailer on his bike. He takes his bike off the trailer, puts my bike on it, hands me his bike, says, go home, I'll meet you at your house. We rode his bike home. He trailered my bike all the way back to Plantation. That's what Ed is. Man with a heart of gold. Of course, it costs quite a bit, but but anyway. So on behalf of all of his riding buddies and all of his bike night buddies and all of the Christmas and New Year's Eve party buddies and everything else, we love you, Ed. And by the way, thanks, Ed, for arranging the beautiful day today for this.